This Sunday night we begin celebrating the magnificent festival of lights, the festival of Chanukah. We recount the fact that Hashem performed these magnificent miracles for the Jewish people thousands of years ago, when the enemy wanted to root out our attachment to Torah, to our values, to spiritual concepts, to Hashem. And they wanted to replace this with Hellenism, which was the culture that raged at that time. We recount the events of Chanukah in a paragraph that is inserted into our daily prayers and into our grace after meal, in which we speak about, firstly, the fact that there was a small group of Jewish people, untrained, that took on a powerful, formidable army of the enemy, trained troops, and miraculously Hashem delivered the many into the hands of the few, those who were evil into the hands of those who were righteous. And after recounting the miracle of the battle, we speak about the lights, that we kindled the lights of the menorah with heavy hearts, because there was only just one tiny cruse of oil that was discovered, that was not contaminated. And miraculously it continued to burn for 8 days, enough time for us to make new supplies of the right oil that met the requirements of Jewish law. What is interesting, in the paragraph that recounts all of these events, it follows a sequence. This happened, and that happened, and the next thing happened. But at what point it says, V'achar kein, or V'achar kach, and after Hashem delivered the many into the hands of the few, and we won the military battle, and after that we entered the temple and we kindled the lights. Why was it so necessary to emphasize, and after that we entered into the temple to kindle the lights? We're following a sequence of events, and it could just unfold, another detail and another detail. But there's an emphasis here. The first part of the paragraph talks about what God did for us. He brought about these tremendous miracles, and we won the battle against all odds. But miracles are not really effective. They don't really mean anything in our lives if we only hold on to what Hashem did for us. In equal proportion, for a miracle to be relevant and have impact on our lives, there is the human response. V'achar kach, what did we do? What did we do after we won the battle? What did we do with this miracle that Hashem did for our people Israel? We entered into the temple. We kindled the lights with emunah, with faith and belief in Hashem. And a second miracle unfolds as a result of our commitment and dedication to take the miracle that took place and to make sure that it has an impact on our lives, on the way we conduct our lives, on our attachment to the holy. And the message for all of us is that God performs tremendous miracles in our lives. Life itself is a miracle. The fact that the sun rises every morning is a miracle. Hashem does wonderful things for us. Sometimes He does extraordinary things, which we rarely categorize as a miracle. But in order for this to be relevant and have some kind of change, some kind of impact, some kind of meaning in our lives, we cannot just simply watch what God does to us and for us. We have to respond. It is up to us to take all of those gifts that Hashem gives us and to translate it into meaningful action, response, our mobilizing of our families and ourselves and our people to utilize Hashem's opportunities in a way that creates change, that creates an impact on our families, that makes the difference. A miracle, for it to be productive, needs the hand of Hashem, God's important influence in our lives, but in equal measure, it requires the human response to make sure that we translate those wonderful gifts from Hashem into meaningful change in our lives. May this festival of Chanukah usher in boundless light, more and more light, a growing light into the world. And may we learn the art of translating Hashem's overtures into productive application every single day of our lives. Have a beautiful Shabbos and a beautiful Chanukah that lies beyond.